All right, so I wanted to say this. I wanted to talk about this not because this is the thing, not because to be like, oh, woe is me, not to have a pity party and not for people to be like talking about how hard life is. And I'm not looking for advice either. I'm not like, I genuinely don't want either. The reason why I wanted to say this and talk about this is because I was thinking about this and I thought I can't be the only person who feels this way. And I've kind of found a way where I realize a thought I have and I realize more or less how to put some words to it to kind of give it some definition. So that feels good when you take something that was once ambiguous and you can get verbiage to it. So, all right, I feel very like, again, this is not, I don't want advice, and this is not like, oh, woe is me. It's just, it is what it is. I feel very much like my time and energy, okay, throughout the day, what I spend my energy on are not things that I would necessarily choose to spend energy on. And some things you kind of have to do. It's part of life, and I think there's a certain grace for that. Actually, I do. Even with that, I do. But I find myself almost like if I look at energy, the way I spend my energy, the way I spend my money, I would rather not spend my energy on these things. But right now, the way my life is, I have to. I don't really have. That's like the only way that I know how to go about things and still have a life that works. So I try to push myself, but I don't even, at first I don't even think that I thought of it like pushing myself. I try to do it all. And it turns into a push. And I realize this, and it feels good to realize this, that I have like a certain cap to what I can do in a day, to do in a certain time. I can only do so much. You ever hear of like some people talk about decision fatigue and how you can only make so many quality decisions in a day, and then after you've hit your decision quota, it's harder to make a decision, so it's better to just wait till the next day if you have a big decision to make or whatever. Or even if it's a little decision, you might be so fatigued, you might have a hard time making a little decision. It's kind of like that, but with anything, it applies to anything that takes energy, which is anything. It's like I have energy fatigue, or I'm just maybe fatigued, I guess you could just say it like that. And I don't necessarily want to spend my energy or to spend my life the way I am, but I don't know how to. I almost want to use the word manifest, but I don't mean it. When I say manifest, I don't mean like some, people might think of someone just sitting around wishing, trying to, use the law of attraction to draw something. I'm not talking about that. I don't know how to produce anything else other than what I'm already producing. So I'll use the word produce instead of manifest. Like I'm thinking, what would I produce if I could? Part of me freezes, and part of me is like, I have glimpses here and there, but part of me is like, I don't even know. Like I guess I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. But that's the thing, is people live their whole lives, they go their whole lives, and they're young, they grow up, they get old, and they die, and they live their whole lives trying to figure it out, but they die before they figure it out. And that's not being morbid or being negative. A lot of people's, I would say that's the vast majority of existence for most people. I really do. And it's not that those people are lazy. It's not even that those people are stupid. I don't know. It's like up to you, but you don't know what to do. But you're doing a lot, but you're doing the wrong thing in a sense, but you're doing the right thing in another sense because you're doing what you have to do. But this is the thing. If you stop doing the thing you'd rather not do, what else are you going to do? You don't know, so you may as well do the thing that you're doing. But then you find yourself like your whole life goes by and you didn't really get that much experience on anything, or I shouldn't say anything that's a little dramatic or a little extreme, on you didn't get as many worthwhile experiences to find out like what life is about. And it seems very disappointing, but I don't know, I genuinely don't know what else to do other than what I'm doing now. Like, my energy is already spent. I'm kind of trying to spend my energy on other things here and there, and I'm learning to do it. I'm trying to learn to do it, and I think I am learning to do it in a way that doesn't exhaust me anymore, because I kind of feel like I'm just, I don't, this is going to sound so cliche, I almost don't want to say it. It's going to sound so trite, but I am just genuinely very tired and very just fatigued. I feel like very drained and not recuperated. I feel like the younger you are, the easier it is to recuperate, but then as you get older, you don't recuperate as quickly, and I feel very almost like I need to have a good night's sleep, but I haven't had enough good quality of sleep to like make up for it. But it's more than just sleep. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, but I did want to get on here and try to express what I'm thinking. So hopefully I kind of did that, but thank you for watching, especially if you've watched it through this whole video, and I will see you in my next video, hopefully.